My beautiful Scorpios, I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to your general reading for the month of October. This is general, so please take it as it resonates. I would like to apologize that I haven't done readings in the last 2 weeks the way that I like to do them, because I do post weekly readings. I was sick, I had some other family responsibilities, things that I needed to take care of, so I wasn't in that full sort of frame of mind to provide for you in the way that I like to provide when I do provide. I have, however, been able to finish my online OSHO Zen Tarot reading course, so there's a link for that in the description. If any of you are interested in that, OSHO Zen Tarot is all about self-development. It's really about getting out of the repeated cycle that doesn't serve you positively. So do check it out. There is a link in the description for that. All right. So general reading for Scorpio, drawing cards from the OSHO Zen Tarot deck, looking at so first of all, what are the influences that brought you towards where you are at the moment, and where is that taking you? So the direct influences for you, first of all, we have got the source. And this is usually the Ace of Wands in traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. This card is reminding you that you are the source of all in life. A lot of times we feel very separate to life. We feel that there's God or the Almighty or the Creator, and then there's us, small little beings that has to kind of just be content with whatever scraps that we are getting. And this card is reminding you that that is most definitely not the case. It reminds you that as a human being, you are a physical expression of source. And it also, I can feel that for many of you, there has been a sort of like a real expansion that's been happening in energy, where maybe you drew closer to source, you maybe drew closer to the allness of who you are, which is really, really great. I can see that things have really started to expand for you, maybe quite, maybe quite unexpectedly, quite beautifully. And if that is the case, I'm very, very happy for you. But it's really when we get to the point where we open ourselves to the simple truth that we are everything and everything is us, that things can really begin to change for you, and can begin to change for you in quite a big way. All right. So all of that, because I see that you've done a lot of inner work, and what has that brought you? And it brought you to Three of Rainbows, which is guidance. And this is about really growing a much more beautiful, a much stronger, a much more profound connection with your guides, with your guardians, with your angels, with the universe. And I feel that during October, there is really that sense of awareness that's coming about of who you truly are and who you've always been, and um, just really I see a time of really moving into so much light, moving into so much prosperity, moving into a space where you become more acutely aware of who you've always been. So some of you may have gone through some traumas in life, or all sorts of dramas, other people instill their pain and their fears upon you maybe. So a lot of you may have come from that space, and I see that it's taken quite a significant amount of dedication to being a better version of yourself for you to actually get out of that and to move more into the light. And I really see the benefit of that beginning to come about for you, where your heart, your mind, and your soul is really opening. And it's really a time to have faith and trust in the universe, knowing that the entire universe is supporting your greatest good at this particular point in time. And going forward, I see a lot of release there taking place for you there with understanding, which is a water energy. Speaking of water energies, I finally got some fishes. I'm going to get some more, but you'll see them in the weekly readings as I bring them up. But understanding, it's really about, it's about seeing as you go forward. I see a lot of conflict falling away. I see a lot of things that are blocking you falling away. I see a lot of opening of the mind that is happening. I see a lot of faith and trust and opening of the heart that is happening. I see you becoming very aware of a lot of barriers that you had there, things that were holding you back. I see those sort of moving away. So there's really great doors of prosperity that are opening for you during the month of October, beautiful Scorpio. And so it is. All right. You're going to clarify using the Rider-Waite Tarot. See what it is that we have. So starting with that source energy, what is it that Scorpio needs to know, please? I really like that you're coming from that point. So Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, yeah, Seven of Wands, which Cancer also got, and the Five of Pentacles. All right. And maybe you've got Cancer in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. It's always a nice idea to know what your placements are. And if you don't know your placements, there is a link in the description that says free natal chart. You can check that out. All right. But I see that definitely was time for you to grow. It was definitely time for you to go to that next level, and you realize that. So a lot of you had to fight a lot of inner demons, a lot of things that were holding you back, a lot of things that maybe, initially you wouldn't look at. You have to look at those things. Um, there is a lot of healing that took place. I feel that a lot of you came to the realization that a lot of the problems that you have, um, they were basically self-inflicted, that you brought them upon yourself. And I can also see that for a lot of you here with the Five of Pentacles, you may have been in a space where, it could have been feeling that feeling very left out, left out in the cold. And I feel that for many of you, you realize that the person that was actually withholding you from the joy in life that you want to have in many ways were you. Some of you may have needed to make very tough decisions, accept apologies that you're never going to get. You just had to cut some ties. I can see that. And sometimes it's just because we go to a next level and other people, they're not ready to go with us. They're more there to help us realize certain things that we need to let go of to go to that next level. And I can see that some of you are dealing with that. All right. Let's look at this beautiful guidance energy where you currently are, because this is you really flowing with a positive energy at the moment, which I absolutely, absolutely love. You have the Seven of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So don't be closed off to new things. Don't be closed off to new beginnings. Don't be closed off to new connections. Yes, everything you come across, as they say that everything that glitters isn't gold, but sometimes we come from the point of like everything that glitters isn't gold, and what if I take a chance, and what if it doesn't work, and so forth and so forth. And a lot of times by not wanting to take a risk, we actually hold ourselves back in life quite a lot. So yes, everything is not going to be hunky-dory. You are still learning. You're in the space of sort of like, learning other parts of yourself. So you are still in this learning space. You are still in the releasing space. Be patient with yourself. Don't be completely closed off to new opportunities that are coming your way this October. New love possibilities. Maybe you know that somebody likes you, but you have been sort of like putting up that barriers that doesn't need to be spoken about, but both know that those barriers are up. It might be time to have some faith and open yourself to that. And also, it's time to really do your own thing. If you've been feeling very inspired to maybe do your own business, it doesn't mean that you have to leave your own job and everything like that, but definitely be open to the idea of doing your own thing, because now is really the time for you to spread your wings and fly. Okay. Let's see what we've got for this understanding going forward. And I mean, speaking about spreading your wings and fly, understanding is about that. It's about getting out of the sort of like the gilded cage that's all sort of like gold and gems and whatever, but it's still a cage nonetheless. It's time to move out of that space into your light, into your potential. Okay. Um, let's see what clarification we have for that. Definitely ready for amazing stuff. Definitely ready. You've got the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and also the Three of Pentacles. So this is about being emotionally ready, ready in the mind, mentally ready for really beautiful new things. All right. If you've been thinking, am I ready for love? Am I ready to really follow my own convention? Am I ready to follow my light? You most definitely are. You could be dealing with someone who has very pure intentions. So maybe some of you still have some fear and some apprehension from the past when it comes to love. Letting you know that this is the time you can open your heart to love, beautiful relationships with family, with friends. You're much stronger in the heart space than you were before. You're also mentally ready for things. So maybe it could be that maybe you before you were emotionally ready, but mentally not, or vice versa. You are ready both mentally as well as emotionally for new beginnings on your own with another person. So now is definitely your time to shine. This is the time for you to spread your wings and prepare to fly. Okay, so that's what I got for you, beautiful, beautiful Scorpios. I hope that it helps. If it was beneficial, I would really appreciate you liking the video. If you feel that maybe somebody else will benefit from there, go ahead, share it with them. Also remember to subscribe, remember to hit that notification bell. It really does help me out, and it also helps for you to know when your weekly readings are coming out. From my heart, namaste, love and light. See you next time.